town of Ariha in Idlib province came under fire just hours after 14 people were killed in a bomb attack on a bus carrying soldiers in the capital, Damascus.
The shells came without warning, causing panic in the centre of Ariha, just as a new day was beginning. 4 children on their way to school were among the dead. A teacher too.
After a while, we came back to where the strikes hit, and we saw 2 children who were martyred and their mother, God rest her soul. When is this going to end? When is it going to get better? Where are we supposed to go?
Idlib province is one of the last remaining rebel-held areas of Syria, and this is seen as revenge for the bombing of a bus carrying soldiers in the Syrian capital. The authorities say 2 explosive devices had been attached to the bus. A third, which had fallen off, was later defused. It was the biggest attack in Damascus in 4.5 years.
This attack will play into the hand of the regime by using it as another evidence that he's facing some sort of terrorism actions and that he is trying to blame the opposition.
No group has claimed responsibility, but the Assad regime faces threats on multiple fronts. Militants still operate in the deserts of central and eastern Syria, where a US military base also came under attack on Wednesday. The Al Tanf base was set up in 2016 as part of the fight against the so-called Islamic State. It occupies a strategic position on the main road between Baghdad and Damascus. US officials say it's too early to say who was responsible, but Iranian-backed forces have frequently attacked US troops in the region. Wednesday's escalation underscores the fragile security situation in Syria a decade after the conflict began. It comes as human rights groups condemned moves to begin repatriating refugees, saying it's still not safe.
The stories that we heard really showed how the issue of security, the issue of arbitrary detention and the issue of torture are still front and center in government-held Syria.
The UN estimates that more than 4 million people have fled Syria.